anybody will go come on at the Ministry of Basic Education and come to radio station, they always they ask this question, or don't get answer to them several times. When we talk about the education, it is not only free. We talk about quality, the quality of education. And when you look at the quality of education, there are things you get for take into consideration. One, for me, you teach in a government or government assisted school. For me, you get PIN code. You must be a qualified teacher. Yeah, it's either you get TC, you get HTC, you get BEd, or you get masters in education. You for be trained and qualified teacher. For me, you get that, and for me, you get a PIN code. You understand? That's the qualifications. Yeah. Secondly, we also get to call the teacher licensing exam, just like the nurses. Today, sometimes I wish somebody don't die, we say we replace. Now, for make you go be a teacher in a government school, and for make you get a PIN code, yeah, you need to take the teacher licensing exam. Now, when you pass that exam, they don't qualify you for make you get PIN code. Easy. Now, app you use, sit the exam on your phone. As just after the exam, you don't know if you pass or you fail. When you pass, of course, you get for vet out, yeah. Then the other one where I get for where they say, I can tell people because we get this perception that hence it is government and hence it is free, people feel to say another quality. But I always tell me people and say, I go be very proud for put me picking a government school or government assisted school. And I can ask people in question. The Anne Walsh Memorial School is a government assisted school. The St. Joseph Convent, a government assisted school. The Prince of Wales, na 100% government school. The same goes to Bush School. The same goes to Mathura, Guadalupe na Lonsa, boys school na Magurka, you understand? Go to them school and they go to them classes, look at the equipment they have, and if you see if you can compare it to any private school. I'm not here to discredit the private school. Now government school I go the Sierra Leone Grammar School. Yeah, but I feel to say when we talk about the quality, it starts with the teachers. Are we using the curriculum? Yes, we are using them. Are we going out of the curriculum or they teach the picking? No, we are not going out of the curriculum. Yes, as you say, because of it's a free quality education, we don't get so many enrollments. Before 2018, we've been getting picking in our school, we've been below 1.2 million. But now as I talk to you, so we claim up to 3.5 million. So what's going to happen? Class society and we used forget like 30 school picking them. Now sometimes it will be 70, it will be 80. Class society you feel to say this community, they not be the good school because sometimes they get primary school and not get secondary school. We make sure say all the chiefdom at this country, we get primary schools then they. Yeah? For make you get secondary school, it get criteria. Wow, we have to look at the number of people within that village. But all chiefdom headquarters now have primary school, have secondary school because one day begin they forget access to education. And we get over 7,000 school in a government and government assisted school. When it come to giving like PIN code to teachers, it was below 18,000. Now it is up to 45,000. And when you get a PIN code, definitely you get for expect say you get for get salary. So when people always can doubt they say it is free but there is no quality. No, when you check about the public exam, Sierra Leone they only do well in Salone, but they do well extremely. Those people that are having international scholarship are just come out Canada and we get about 5 students they study in a McMaster University. Then they want among one of the best students then at the university. And they came from government school. But within a country where we feel to say because it is free, there is no quality. But I'm here to assure you that there is quality. If you want to get a very good science lab, take Mutka or buy Gona Prince of Wales. Look at the lab. Gona Mabroka Boys. Look at that science lab. Gona Guadalupe. These are the things like you look at and you don't say yes. Look at the qualifications of teacher. Me, I teach. I teach was 2006. 2007, I decided for teach. At that time, they call me you teacher, which means I was untrained and qualified. But in government school, not look at that. We make sure so we go through the curriculum. We'll make sure so we get qualified teachers. We'll make sure see we don't train whole lot of teachers. And since 2018 to now, there have been motivations of teachers. Now that make every year they say we get this teachers award. We get award by district, get awards by region. We'll make sure say we the best in teacher now the country, understand? And not only they get money, but they get land. At least these are all things we do for motivate them. Again, definitely we don't do so many training, in-house training. We don't recruit more teachers. We make sure say we don't promote teachers. Sometimes we begin the teaching service with TC, but during the process, you don't do HTC, you don't do BEd, you understand? Sometimes you will get your TC money, you understand, now you get BEd, would they pay you based on that day? So when we talk about the quality of education, look at the result at external exam, look at their performance na university, then you will be for ascertain.
Okay, Augustine Koroma, National Programs Coordinator for the Free Quality School Education Initiative, and at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, they talk. Ask this question, yeah. A lot of Kumbra them, they raise this concern, say, government don't say the free quality school education program is free, as government say, free tuition, free school fee. But a lot of concerns say they come up from the public, say, where them picking they go like we don't sit Beke, you pass for SS1, they ask you for pay certain amount of fee. Sometimes they say 1 million, 2 million. I want to know whether the government in position on that, or is it agreed on? Is it an agreement between government and the schools and say they're for paying amounts of money?
No, so I think we always get this complaint. But those who are complaining, if you ask them, say, reports, give one report, or leave somebody complain, which they would tell you, say they're afraid. So now let me tell you this. For both the NPSC and the Becker, well, I don't know for my own generation, but I sat to the NPSC in 2000. Yeah, and I take the Becker exam in 2003. Now, one good school you've been getting for seats for. Like, when from primary school, I sat to the NPS for the Sierra Leone Grammar School. If I'm not being a grammar school, then they tell you them, if you not get the mark, they will say them back out you. But now what we don't do, we don't make sure say we give them option. We give them option for choose 3 school. For example, you might put grammar school as your first choice, Prince of Wales as your second choice, and maybe St. Edward's as your first choice. So what think it happen? What the parents that can do? Sometimes the bobo in first choice we sit for you not get her. You understand? Of course, if you sit for grammar school in your first choice, you not get them. Sometimes grammar school gets the total number of school picking them they want. You understand? So what they do? Now the first that they attend to. Maybe if you put for Prince of Wales as your second choice, for example, waiting to happen now that sometimes Prince of Wales themselves gets the number of picking the way that they cater for. So what they do? That they make sure say the one we prioritize the school, now the first that they attend to. Okay. So what most parents can do now that if they don't sit for the school and not get the school mark, they always can insist say if I go to the school. You understand? Eh? Okay. What did happen at the back? No, not to in order to the knowledge of the ministry or the government. So what they can do now? That's a key exit say then go through this sporting for they complain and they can't book. You understand? There are people that will don't catch in that act with the ministry. Don't discipline them. If you not follow to that pain, the ministry don't discipline principal. They don't discipline teacher for their acts. Because even the materials the way that they use, like you go for more and then books then now we make sure so we cost them. Like for example, the exercise book, which sometimes some school and get a new exercise book, or sometimes the uniform, because when they provide the uniform for picking, now they make sure so put cost on there. So they will complain the way people like here, you say, oh go the education, like you say, the education not so free. You understand? But we'll go pay this. No.
But Augusti, you acknowledge say where you not get the mark for this certain school, where they enroll you for admit you. the schools can request money from the parents' name. You are aware of that?
No, I cannot acknowledge that. It is not from the ministry. That is exactly what I'm saying.
Of recent, one young man we go na Albert Academy. Albert Academy draw 16 or so. They're saying get 18. They not be get for take because the amount to them is maybe 4 million some 100 and be get for draw the attention of the minister. And later I understand say the minister and MP. So you want to say the minister now aware of the thing?
You say the minister and MP thing.
For the young man we put for the school but not get the school in grade.
No, I don't think.
Albert Academy.
No, I don't think to say if. So the minister first now Albert Academy attend. And if Albert Academy don't draw 16, then some say the bobo, the fact that you get 18 means you not get the school mark. So the minister definitely not go pay for somebody not get the school mark.
So that
I
means
think what I was explaining that people can sit for school and not get the mark, but they want for say are they go to school, and if you sit for school you not get the mark as I say. So say Albert Academy na in first choice. Albert Academy gets so many people that we sit for the first choice, so they give priority to those people. You understand? Give priority to the first people. So even the one that wouldn't put for Albert Academy, like the second choice, then gets the marks, and so then gets surplus marks. But they make sure say the one that we put for them as the first choice, not the end that they prioritize. But sometimes because me go to school and I want me pick for good school, it not gets the mark. It's natural for we human being we go for go the extra. But that is not coming from the ministry. You understand? Say like now ministry say when I go pay. No. Now we they pay for all government school picking and then tuition fee. You understand? From pre-primary school to senior secondary school.
so like now newcomer and say government na they pay.
Newcomers and what?
Like you come out from GSS 1,
Yeah.
GSS 3, they sit Beke, they go SS1. You need pay no fee.
You don't need the pay. No, you don't
anybody
need pay tuition fee.
Any Kumbra will pay fee for report to the ministry.
So I think make this announcement. If any Kumbra will pull money for pay, somebody ask you say pay for school fee, or you picking pass. Let's assume say you picking like this person they talk. You get academy mark. They say okay, you for pay extra. Count them matter and day. This is something like we've dealt with.
Okay, I understand say the ministry with SLTU, the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, and also the Conference of Principals of Senior Secondary School, then we meet, come to a resolution, say government for pay the subsidy for this academic year. How far government don't go with that? I understand say now for first year, no pay for the balance it.
Yeah. So so whenever they invite people and discussion when they get for the education, we already know the question where they come. And one, I not go in at this radio station. People not ask question about subsidies.
Yeah.
Of course, so the responsibility of the ministry, we're responsible for collect the subsidy fee for all schools in this country, over the 7,000 government and government assisted school will get. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't collect everything. We make sure say we send on a Ministry of Finance. Now Ministry of Finance that they effect payments. You understand? We've done that, and I'm pretty sure the process is on, and governments get for pay them. Because that subsidy then the way the school then they get is very important. Most of those schools have an auxiliary staff them. We now from that subsidies that they use for pay them. They get people the way they get for clean. They got other staff there. Maybe they are not in government payroll. Security them, you understand? So it is very, very, very important, and we understand the plight of the principal, but the ministry don't submit both for the second, and apparently we deal on the third time now for submitting to the Ministry of Finance, and I'm pretty sure they go affect them, because anything we get for do with health, anything we get for do with education at this country, this is thing where I feel to say that they get credit still.
Okay, Augustine Koroma, Fambol, if you just join me, this is not the Truth Education platform, where they come to every Thursday live on Truth FM on 103.9. Today we dey talk about the free quality school education program, the impact, and also the assess the impact we don't create so far in our education sector, and I be the talk with the national programs coordinator, we na Augustine Koroma, from the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. And also Fambol in the studio, they talk to a young student na the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM, and Ina Ibrahim S. Kamara. And they just develop an online platform we believe say government go able for put attention into them as in say schools and parents them they able for manage and also monitor them picking them welfare in our school entirely. So Ibrahim S. Kuruma Kamara, you will talk about this. What do you think say government for do for yeah, really invest in this platform, put attention to the platform and make it become a national vision.
Well, I go say like let the
And by
government
the way, you
just
deal with
ap-
the ministry
yeah,
national
I
coordinator.
noticed that.
Yeah.
Let the government approve of the thing. If they want to live demo, we can demo the platform for them. Then self go run their own test. Then we can do partnership or something.
But so far, which is concern, we get the issue of internet connectivity in a various parts. Of course, even Freetown, we get that challenge. The how far you don't consider then challenges them, and how far you don't go for CCU for, and there is a way you don't the plans say you don't put for CCU way for address them going forward because picking the way and they village no no bodies no we get internet as you think see they will get which so far you don't think about.
Well, we'd be in the plan partnership with the telecommunications then, like Africell, Orange, and QCell, for like let them go come in and help for solve that internet crisis there for the students then.
As at the end with you, waiting you do look forward to as a young Sierra Leonean students now at PAM, you don't create a platform like this online platform where you believe say schools, administration and also teachers and parents them going for monitor and manage the picking them affairs them as you say the platform they for upload and do registration, upload your results, even download them and do other things them which they look forward to in this kind of initiative we don't count at the school system.
Well, just they look to like our television, no? They look to sponsorship. Now one of the major things then. We they look for sponsorship where go able move this platform go before because it cost a lot, for manage this kind of thing. From development stage to now, I may no more know how much I don't spend. Me
Okay.
and my friends them. Yeah, from development stage because the database now a live database. The backend, everything like I tell you, the link already there online now. If you search edulink.com and edulink.space, you go see them. Then for if you want to get more information about the platform, you can simply just go there. But one of the major thing that now we look forward to now is sponsorship and partnership.
Okay, Augustine Kuruma, we get a lot of things for discuss. I want to let this young man go, but you don't hear it from him. You don't count a new initiative when edulink.space. They say this is not a platform wherein you did for use, so even for track, monitor for upload, picking the way they register for exams, and even for getting results. And what do you think about this platform here, about this initiative of this young man?
Well, I think I don't know which school you attend, sir.
I be attend technical.
Technically, or when it was.
2019.
So good. So this man a product of the free quality education. So just imagine and a young man like Dandy, the Cowday initiative. And I think it's a laudable one. I was so impressed about his presentation. And before they left, I gave me a card. I feel to say we didn't forget a one-on-one talk. And I think I will get on the platform for making definitely meet with the leadership of MBSAC and do a presentation and see how we take on from there. But it is nice that we get innovations there because today these are things you spend a whole lot or something they call consultant, you understand? And when we talk about the free quality education, we want each and every person for get access to education. This man don't do. Imagine I'm from technical, not to Prince William, not to academician, not to Edwardian. You understand? So people that we the doubt or the question the free quality education, we just get a young man here, we go government technical institute, don't do something where I feel to say a beneficial to the ministry and to the government as a whole.
So, Ibrahim Sisi, what do you think about this
It,
recommendation?
it go help a lot. Honestly, it go help a lot. A lot.
Okay, Fambul, that's na Ibrahim S. Kamara, now a student from IPAM, and he don't develop an online platform we call edulink.space.com. It therefore address a lot of challenges the way they happen now with schools them, as in say the delay students they can face for getting results them, even for get start then grades them, all of that. Say therefore breach them as we don't get from the national programs coordinator for the free quality education initiative by the government. We now Augustine Kuruma, they recommended go see we. And as you say, yes, in credits to the government, now the products of the free quality school education program. So far, we'll go for a short and commercial break, and we will come right back and we talk about a lot of things about the free quality school education initiative.
Are you tired of missing all your online meetings due to unreliable internet? Or are you paying too much for your internet and experiencing low speeds or even struggling with connectivity during video calls, streaming your favorite football match or show? WorldLink Communications Sierra Leone Limited, authorized reseller of Starlink in Sierra Leone, is here for your businesses and enterprises with super fast, unbeatable and affordable speeds here to cater to your needs. At WorldLink, we provide local support anytime, any day. To know more about our services, visit us at our office at 115 Beach Road, Lumley, or contact us on 080-000-111 or 075-000-111 or on our website at sl.wlnet.com. WorldLink Communications, empowering connectivity in Sierra Leone.
Mama, this internet not the gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don't come na salon. Signature Connect when a fiber internet and microwave coverage we get, did na salon now. And it come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect where they na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station. Don't come, we package them. We go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And say for corporate services them, you dey able use the internet for connect your CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect day for all man. Contact them na 072-568-290 or 033-233-620.
Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features we designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Orange.
You're welcome back, Fambol. If you just join with this, now the Truth Education platform, where they come to you live on Truth FM on 103.9. And Fambol, today we talk about the free quality school education initiative and the national school feeding program where government count. We want to know how far government will go with this initiative here. But before we go further, I can join me guest. We're still in the studio with Augustine Kuruma, the national programs coordinator for the initiative. I want to make we take a video from Minty, outside the ministry and other delegates them from Germany. Then become the community, the Minty community, in Karina district for assess the national school feeding program through the homegrown initiative within COUT. We will watch them and come right back.
Na so the 314 school kingdom na the Roman Catholic primary school na Binti, Karina district, be welcome the 41 German members of parliament and the Minister for Economic Cooperation and Development from Germany inside them visit for see the school feeding project where they don the support through the World Food Program for make sure say Pikin them get waiting for it, na dem school them, and with food them, where young Salon people and women them they grow and produce. This initiative here, they support over 25,000 primary school pikin them. Now 115 school them, all about carrying a district. Where the delegation be the unveil one of the 115 stores and kitchen them, where WFP don't build, with the couple from Germany, the Minister for Economic Cooperation and Development from Germany, Rim Alabali Randovan, say in glad for see the development at the Roman Catholic Primary School.
And, I got a great impression of what is needed for the future of these children, and I think we all share a common goal that we want a bright future for the children and the youth, and providing school meals for them is one part of it. And I also looked at how we can have local farmers being part of it, so the program also adds value with creating jobs on the ground.
And carry on for say, then go continue for support Salon as that they part of the commitment. The head teacher, Edward Bangba Kamara, na the school safe gladdy, as in say, this now they make plenty picking the Kana school every day.
This is mean great to we because this school feeding all school gets, and they make even the learning process, it will go well with the picking them. We tell them thank you for this what they do, and we expect from them do more for the picking them. Now we ask say this thing will be a continuous process.
Minister Conrad Saki for the Basic and Senior Secondary Education Ministry say this na part of the government in what say then they create the enabling environment also partner them go support the national school feeding program among other things them.
When we started, we began to like 200,000. Now we don't hit that 800 mark, and we continue to increase them incrementally. I think this year it's about 824,000. That would try for it. In terms of the human capital aspect, if you feed Pekin, it's more likely for staying at the school, it's more likely for achieving qualification, and it's more likely for making get well body. So in that sense, it gets two significant pillars of the 5 game changers that he supports.
The World Food Programme now the implementing partner and then don't introduce the Wonder Stove where women them they use for cook for the picking them. Andrew Odero, the WFP country director, say part of them plans for the 2026-2030 year now for feed over 100,000 school picking them, and the plan also go focus on place them where at for go, so that picking them go get waiting for it, grow well, and learn better book.
Looking ahead, our ambition as a World Food Program is to scale this impact. And WFP aims to expand school feeding to reach a further 100,000 children over the next 4 years of the implementation of the plan.
For Truth FM, me na Emmanuel Boa the report.
Well, Fambul, that's now a video of a homegrown school feeding program with government support now with WFP and other international partners them. Now Binti, carrying a district, as you see in the video, and if don't get from the minister, they don't get over 800,000 picking them with the feed, and the WFP person they talk say they want for target 100,000 more picking them through the initiative. But I get the national programs and coordinator of the free quality school education program, we go till we bought the national food program with government count, and how far government don't go for ensure say they reach to every picking way they not that the remote village there. So Augustine Koroma, you don't get from the video. We talk about the national school feeding program. A lot of people then will say, me not reach me picking they gonna school need to. And we see of recent the government gets some amount of rest from China and also ECOWAS. See where how we get through the suppliers and partners and for me then go distribute and rest them at the various school. How government they go about them and how the initiative don't be from the tail with the launcher.
Thank you again. I feel the school feeding we start with 250,000 school picking there. But now as at we at the left me office, the Kamnaya we get 970,000 people with the benefit from school feeding. The school feeding, we begin them from 5 districts. Now, as I talk to you, so we then are 15 districts, but specific chiefdom. The only district who not the now Western Oba, the outside the city, the outside the president, the office, the mayor office, we the political appointee, all the ministers, because they say and say maybe the standard of living now the community then the now the part now the Western urban parts of Freetown to some point like it is better off. So not only the Western urban or the but they na 15 chiefdom. And one interesting thing we people are not know, government's 82% of school feeding they come out from government coffers, as I said earlier, and the 18% na WFP na they do. So all my way they say the implements, they do the school feeding, na government responsible 82%. And we'll get plan for expand, one for hit 1 million. And because we've been started with 250, the number of schools now with the benefit from schools feeding now 3,749 schools, now 15 chiefdom. Imagine we get 7,000 school we now government and government is assisted school. And school feeding not so for secondary school picking them. School feeding not for primary school picking them. From nursery school to class 6. And over the years, as you say, we don't do them. We don't make sure say we don't increase the number of districts, so we don't go to 15, the number of picking away the benefit from school feeding, the number of chiefdom. So from then and the way president do that pronouncement, and I think these are something we've been doing, and up to now they do them.
Yeah, we understand say government they get donation from other countries, them from other organizations, them like the ECOWAS. But how government go about for before the donations, how government can procure them food them, whether they locally made food when they homegrown, and that's of the imported rest them.
So the one the way they implement school feeding na non-profitable organization. They are NGOs where don't they do profit. So now there is a make plan na one part we implementing partner. Wordful program now they implementing partner. They will get with local NGOs them. We're in a charitable organization at them. So now they're responsible for doing whilst government they support them, government they give them the needed attention we forgive them. So for example now like because WFP gets 18% of school feeding where they put, even the 18% like now they defend funding, you understand? We they go through government for me and get funding, but the 82%. So even the Plan International 100% that government is spend for meta implementer and the local NGOs that government that is spend for meta implementer. Of course we get institution that will get country that where they donate. Like for example, you've been in a ministry where the Chinese government give over 20,000 bags of rice. We get about 6,900 from ECOWAS. So in as much we implement the school feeding, we get their organization and they then country then the way they say because Sierra Leone do very well in the implementation of school feeding. At least it has been sustainable. The school feeding don't make there has been increasing enrollment, as I tell you. Because you know say when you go to school, you sure see you get for eat good food. Definitely. There has also been there has been an increase in retention. We picking good school and not the balanced lunch them. Because you know say after lunch you get for eat. We eat in the bell food you don't end the concentrate. So we get an organization and the Chinese embassy go donate rice always. Of course, we get the ECOWAS back way now. All the rest that they go receive on behalf of the minister will make sure and definitely where the rest then they come because it's a donated rice. Will they make sure say we give the implementing partners. We not just the grab say okay this person now they give. Will they make sure say we will write to them say we don't get this donated rice we don't come. We would have get interest because at the end of it, their NGOs the way they implement school feeding. That they build governments, now governments get for pay there. So now this last year been get plans say they are interested and WFP say they are interested, and one part in local organization. So in as much as government is doing 18%, we other country that we don't say can supply rice, because the school feeding, it goes with rice, palm oil, or in either in rice, palm wine, or oil. Yeah, of course, and the salt including now the package and the school feeding. When you go now at the community, you understand, the community responsible now for make sure say this school pick and get plazas, that kind of a thing. Now make we don't count with the homegrown. We don't talk say we started with 20% homegrown. Now we don't go to 30. Even as that, we have a whole lot of people say, hey, they supply gari at the school. Gari na part of the food we eat. When you move here, you go Nigeria, you understand? They are live by gari, you understand? Eh? Not so like always na rest. Even though yes, both of them they are carbohydrates, you understand? But it's part of the homegrown. If we not supply gari, we not supply cassava, we not supply the other thing there. How you want for the Ministry of Basic Education for push feed salon? Because this school feeding also gets an impact on feed salon. Now, what we want for implement, we want for include 8D, because we all know what 8D do now, they pick them body, very nutritious, that kind of a thing. So maybe the next academic will go for include 8D.
So the meal, the food where they serve them, picking them, now how many times they serve them per day? Na 1 time per day or na 1 time per week?
Interesting, now 1 time per day. 5 days a week, but 1 time per day. Now lunch we dey give them. So I think we na people that we affected by war. Yeah, and growing up, after the labor war pool we apply will be there. Then in the 1994, 1996, they be call displaced for who come apply. So there was a displaced school inside collegiate. Maybe in the Wilkins Road, then I think I remember I've been in class 2. Always I've been a good school. You know why I've been a good school? Because I know say we man go go eat. They tell them they cook for we rest or they cook for we then corn flour. So then they will be in a good school and the other they call it they say na ball go school na they go. So because of food in the school, you did notice say people they happy for good school. So we dey feed them every day, 5 times a week, but now 1 time per day. When I lunch with they get, they wouldn't come on lunch.
Yeah, I understand. Say the ministry can face some logistic challenges for ensure say them help them suppliers them that is them partners like Plan International, WFP, and Women United for Progress for ensure say then take the rest them to the last village who say they supply them. How government can go about for help them for ensure say they give them vehicles for ensure say them go them village because them village them far like Binti, so one of the villages now carrying it now far then they far off. The main town there. Our government, because they are concerned, say the minister separates the concerns, there are people who can just drop them off, sat inside them, and then therefore be a challenge for the schools and for me to get them. But our government can help.
So that's the responsibility of the government for giving partners and them to for good time. When you sign an MOU with the Ministry of Education, again for it take into consideration everything, the food you buy and the means we take on for put time. As I tell you, school feeding, it's very capital intensive, not to pick money for do school feeding. So when once we give contract, because government get for pay you all the penny where you spend, before make sure say where you don't buy you goods that don't reach now this country, if we reach now the final destination, also now the final destination, now we reach now that store, now the schools. And then they make when you go now the field, we get people who are called food aid monitors, school feeding monitors. Now your responsibility for say, okay, this implements a partner within this district. Don't supply the food, it supply rice, it supply palm wine or oil, it supply beans. Sorry, I be forget for mention that. So beans na part of her. We all know say beans get protein. You understand? They will make sure say it supply the salt, all the condiments that we necessary for the school feeding supply. So it is actually not the responsibility of the ministry for provide vehicle for them for reach to the final destination. Now you the implementing partner. Yes, there are challenges. We get challenges so many. So when we always the getting can complain and they about food not reaching at the final destination, we get the report. There are people that won't change because of Dandy.
Yeah, also there, of course, also will say 27,000 bags of rice, then count on a country for can shape among partners, then for go feed picking them. Some bank will say we go raise concern of wiki business, say corruption must happen. But how governments can go about for ensure say the monitoring and evaluation system where they can set ensure say the rest it meets the rightful picking them, how governments can make them more accountable and transparent.
So this country, anything we get for do with rest, anything that be a problem, yeah, because we know the country will come out. Anything that be a problem.
Yeah.
So you been there the last 10, we 27,000 bags of rice. You want feel to say a bokubo. That is not even do for one academic year for feed in one district. We have districts which on 10 only first term they use over 15,000 bags of rice. Yeah. So now that I make when then donation and they come, you understand? We make sure say ACCB they will get represent. We not get some. We represent. We get audits alone represent. We look at and say, on a member of the fourth estate, we are there. You guys, we are present, and we wanna see how transparent it is. So we equally the audits the people that will implement school feeding, because if you don't say this now spend this academic year, but we not just they go grab then go pay you. What do they do? We get auditors. We have internal auditors where they make sure see the reports wanna send and this one spend and so on based on the document. That they go na that field, now each district, each chiefdom, they make sure say they check everything. Now then say in a way they don't accommodate if they are satisfied, you understand? They make sure say they do payment for goods and at the ministry. When they go there, it's not only the ministry officials. We get people and the ACC staff that we did it. You understand? As I talked to you so before I come now, yeah, we've been getting an exit meeting of auditors there. Even when the auditor we are at the ministry for the past 3 weeks, you understand, we took them to the provinces, we took them to the chiefdom for me to know say this school fee the way government is spend this book money, the implementation is there. You understand? So we might not be 100% perfect, you understand. Of course, life that do has its own daily challenges, but I feel to say we dey try for be better off.
Okay, you talk about the homegrown, we mean saying locally made food them. You talk about the beans, of course, the plant beans and salon, the petete and Gary as well. We talk about how the school feeding initiative through the homegrown. I believe say now woman they empower for me then make them things them for plants the crops them and also for serve the picking them. How does they support the national agenda within the feed salon?
Well, the fact that we don't increase from 20% to 30%, it simply means that a very big thing for feed salon. Most of the schools then within the province, if you go now there, then get backyard garden. Most of the potato leaf where they cook, or that cassava leaf where they cook, apart from the beans where they supply them, these are homegrown. Now we get people that we don't go into a whole lot of farming because of this school feeding. As I say, in as much we do homegrown, we make sure say we are very mindful of perishable food. Because for example, if we go take 1,000 bag cassava or go pack at the store, before the time done, they go don't spoil, not so. Mm-hmm. So what we can do, go talk say, okay, supply cassava we sometimes go there for only 1 week or 2 weeks. You understand? You get gari, you get rest. And most of the rest back way people that they supply, the partners that they supply, get for do with that rough rest or wala rest when me say that way they plant. So we see the happen. The school feeding they also inject money to the local farmers that are then in place then they. Now that they make even the one the way they cook the food, you understand? Now people that way they part of this school management committee, SMC. These are the members that are there, or people that within the village, you understand? Now that they make sure. So that mommy way no land book, sometimes they try for me in Pekin, you know, say every morning 10 I get for the week, go that school for go cook for in Pekin. What you say that food they cook, a bad they get for its panna. You understand? And that kind of a thing. So I believe say the feed salon and the school feed way the Ministry of Basic Education they implement under the free quality education program, you understand? There are a whole lot of gains that we don't do for support the feed salon.
So you talk about the link between the two the feed salon initiative and that of the school feeding program. Una the hit, una target, as you see initially, it's in a 1 million picking them una for feed and more. Waiting at the
No, that is not the target. I said we started with 250,000. Now we are above 970,000. Maybe as at the next academic year, on 2026, 2027, we may want to hit 1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't talk about the national school feeding program. Don't talk about the free and the quality. We talk about the legislations, the laws, we don't emerge through this initiative since 2018, and we understand say the Basic and the Senior Secondary Education Act 2023. So what are some of the progress where these acts don't bring come in the education sector so far?
So the implementation of the free quality education give rise to so many policies. Yeah. So make a kind of just name some of the policies there, because of course when they go to the public, they will tell you say Education Act 2023. You understand? But we also get the radical inclusion policies. Yeah. When I make now the CC, if picking a belly, it make sure say even if you get belly, they go school. When time reach for go born, it go born, it can't school back. We've been there where people frown out. Hey, person go get belly, go be yourself. So if somebody get belly, you need for make a left school. If it be this person smart, intelligent, so not say it will be a successful lawyer, it will be a successful journalist like Amadou Lamradaba. So because he get belly, if for left school, no. That's why we have the radical inclusion policy. We get the basic education policy back 2023, where they try for tell you see this country, we want everybody to get access to education. The fact that you know the preschool fee, the fact that you go school, say you get forget 1 day meal. The fact that now it is not compulsory that if you not wear uniform for go school, you understand, that the driving at school. No, don't teach an right for driving at school. The fact that we don't abolish the corporal punishment. We not be enough for beat speaking at school again. Not only beat speaking mercilessly, you won't and they make the picking come up better. So these are all things. The fact that we don't say we not encourage extra lesson. Now government and government assist. So these are all things that we get for do with the basic education action. That we actually give say every picking for go school. If you get below, you for go born, you come back to school.
So of recent, we see governments count new initiatives say them they ensure see them put back picking them when they don't drop out of school. Infants like young picking them. How far government on with that initiative day?
Of course, I think we don't do over how many thousand, over 200,000 to 300,000 school picking them. We call it out of girls, especially you come out school because until you're pregnant. Straight away picking them pregnant, they're afraid. So what take happen, say that their education is done, you understand? This is something we feel to say every year we must get over 1,000, 2,000 picking. We left school because of pregnant or sometimes because of the sick or sometimes when you go to them deprived communities, sometimes society don't say, oh, okay, we village people, they will say this now with human, you understand, and that kind of a thing. So they ever move from them village, then people and all the rock out there. Now dynamic will get one of the other policy we then call the ECD, that the early childhood development, you understand? We then they will come up, then call a nursery school, you understand? But then early childhood, then they call pre-primary school. If you go to most government school now, then get that nursery school day. It's sacrosanct that if you want for build school or you want your school for turn to government and government assisted school, you forget ECD, early childhood development, because we picking small. That's the way they learn them. You understand? It's not in a gap with. So for us, a question will start from yonder and we'll make sure say all picking the way we don't left school. Make sure so don't bring them back past the one or sabi.
So how far government I understand yes the act, the education act, the recent one in 2023 say education are must. Every picking for access to education. How government ensure say this becomes sustainable even for successive governments, it becomes sustainable, and government then put priority and ensure say the 22%, perhaps they increase them.
Well, this is an act of parliament. This is something we don't go through parliament. We President Bio implement count free quality education, and not count free quality education. We in the attendee. He's the president. Me self no meet am. Maybe the one will meet me on time. Tijan Kaba pay for me examination fee for both NPSC, Beke, was me and meet up than day. Yeah, but for say free, you understand. So this is something we as a parents for able for all. This is something we parents them for look at and tap into them. You not forget you picking a no go school. Me way at the left, I go upline. I see picking around 10 o'clock a day. I don't all one school picking na Kenema district come on, yeah. Because so school they go on 10 o'clock, which they tell. I all am, you understand. I go to a police station. I make the announcement on the radio say they don't all pick it say mama cap. Deliberately the mommy say today chop money, no they in that they no left chop money, so you stop the picky make you no go school. Come on. You know what I mean? So we now your responsibility for look at and say we for maintain the free quality school education. President Bio gets 2.5 years for go. He get for go, but the free quality education still get for the. Me self we the head the free quality education program, you understand? I get for go, you understand? But it still get for do. But we get for look at and say this is something we people there for tap into. We get for look at and say no matter I look at education is key, and we forgive opportunity for the people that we not get that money for pay. So for me, government, my brother, I'm telling you, for each term, governments they pay very close to 56 million for subsidies. This now way that old money where they say 56 billion, very close to that. So you say and say, when we talk about free quality education, now government's money they go there. If there was no free quality education, we not for long get up to 3.5 billion in picking in a classroom. The classroom for still empty. This now even deal about the amount of in schools they wouldn't build, the amount of schools they wouldn't refurbish, the amount of the extension they wouldn't do. You go convents now, in front of convents, you understand, there has been an extension. That was done. If you go services, you go to the upline school, government don't do a lot. We don't come from over 2,500 schools we be approved, you understand? We'll make sure say now go over 7,000 schools. So I think this is sustainable. Even after President Bio in tenure, it's still there for day.
Okay, this one a commitment by the government will become even before they elect to power. You see a lot of governments they say will ensure say teachers them left them. If they into NGO work or they into journalism, you go left now they come into the profession and we see how we empower teachers them, motivate them for me and teach so that the free quality education will be before. But there this concern say government be don't promise if you don't teach 10 years and above or 20 years, you picking access to university, free university. But of recent teachers there is concern say that's not happen. How far? Yes, the minister be talks yes. They don't engage with the vice president for see way how for push that before. And then one of the concerns where they raised in the recent meetings coupled with the subsidies. How far government don't go for insurance meet to that promise day? So
this is it be done to implement. If you tell me maybe there it could be something I have to inquire about, it always on the happen. As I tell you, we have it in my opening statement. I tell you say now for me could give pin code to teacher, will not replace teacher again. You go and take exam. Some people will tell you say, no, me I never go take exam, I never go take an exam because if you tell us that your phone you get for use, you show on the app, you understand. So people naturally afraid. For if you don't teach above 10 years, you want for me you picking get that free university. There are processes we to go through. Yeah. This process is not manned by basic education. It is manned by Ministry of Technical and Higher Education. Definitely, they go one proof for sure say you within at this studio, so you don't work with Lamrana for this length of years. You will let's assume say, for example, Amado Lamrana want for do promotion. You know they do promotion because of you fine or you are. They do promotion based on your service, based on how useful it is to them. So in as much you want for benefit from that, you understand? There are criteria to it. You for no see for don't day in the length of service for 10 years. You for no see this policy we want for MP for now you picking. You understand? So that kind of a thing. So most of the times those people know you before go through them processes that they don't send back. We get student loan. for people away. If you dey work, you want for go do masters. Government not just the grab you give you the money. Yeah, government need for no say yes. You Augustine Kuruma like me now. If I want student loan, if I want do masters, I qualify for get some because I don't work for the government of Sierra Leone. I for sure say I don't work for government of Salon. My ministry for rights when I the permanent secretary for rights say this now Augustine Kuruma I dey work for basic education and I the national programs coordinator. Yeah, a proof of bank statement for sure. My salary where I dey work. Yeah. After which one I don't go, I forget me acceptance with me university give me for make I go do the masters, for example. Now that document all I they take. I just give example. But when it comes to that, there are things that you can ask them. They can say they will cancel, they come back and not come again.
Okay, Augustine, he's you know the national programs coordinator for the free quality education, and one of the subjects where they na the curriculum Arabic, the Arabic now one of the foreign languages that we they learn, of course, international language where governments recognize, and even in the curriculum. But for instance, we see the Arabic Teachers Association they raise concern say government don't suspend the association and they recruit and replace them, teachers them. I believe say the ministry are aware of this. I reach out to the Teaching Service Commission to Victory Sanko, and they say then they not do anything, they not suspend. But is the government aware because they say a government and the ministry now suspended?
So it's one thing we I feel to see we own generation meets now social media. Quick we go to social media. They are subject then now where people are very difficult for Mededora College. My brother, if you did people learn for 5 years, will not get people that will go to Arabic na university. How do you want us to replace them? This is just fact. Yeah? Like for now, if you go to most of the school, it is very difficult for us, you understand, forget people that will not guidance and counseling teachers. Because most people are not going to university again to read that. This country now all fit to say, hey, if I go and go do mass communication, if I go do journalism, if I go do accounting, if I go do banking and finance, you understand? They forget to even the other thing that we they go do in our college, very important, you want people and for one. So not like now government, not the recruit Arabic teachers. If the Arabic teachers are not there, you understand? They are not there. So what's in our responsibility and we role, you understand? Maybe we'll say henceforth, if we get these people away to go for go study Arabic, sometimes governments go get into tuition waiver, you understand? Sometimes governments go get in scholarship. But these are things, sometimes we don't have people that apply for them to go to the university and read them. And if they are not there, right now we want guidance and counseling teachers, now all schools, but we not get enough. So say if you go to Magai, we be the do and so only say from first to final year, so say they get reach 5. So these are the challenges what they get. It is not deliberate that government no one for send Arabic teacher in the school and they or some say Arabic teacher and the government no one for introduce. In fact, we do this teacher license exam, we give priority to them people and they because they short Arabic teachers now, French teachers now, you understand? You get and Arabic, French, then can be foreign language there. They're not beaucoup. So once you apply and you pass the exam, definitely you are home and dry.
As we did about for cutting, today, Augustine Kuruma, you don't do the ministry for quite some time now. You are the national coordinator, programs coordinator for this initiative. You're aware of the challenges. You don't go through the success stories. Yes. Waiting now when our steps that we don't put in place now for ensure say when I for cop them, when address them as when of course governments therefore change anytime. You get me? So what we don't put in place as a ministry for ensure say this system we don't put and be successful.
Well, I don't know what you say governments get for change at any time. I don't know what you mean, but of course, President Bio, after a mandate to go, you understand? I want to believe, say, I'm a party for the power back. And one thing about people can talk about beyond party, we, that the SLPP, and that I'm a political appointee. That make us say
Yeah, I understand. Government they change. Government they change. Elections. So after any election, government will change.
So we prioritize education. One for belief say even in next SLPP government we get for the NAPAGA for prioritize education. Yeah. In with daily life we do have our challenges. Me self within I get me own challenges. Yeah. But are there any successes? Yes, there are successes. If you ask me, because we get so many people in the classroom, we want more money for get more establishments of classrooms, of schools. If you ask me, we don't come out from most schools right now and one get shifts then get, you understand? But we still get schools there where they go into two shifts, you understand? We still want for go into one shift because one picking them for go school from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock for come. For come to school feeding, I will get 970,000 picking them now they benefit. If you ask me today, one for making increase to 1 million as at next academic year. The other year increase to 1.1 or 1.2, you understand? All this get for act with finance. But the good thing is now that at the end of it, past you parents decide now say education to me is a taboo, a picking up for go school. But we don't make sure say education not become accessible to everybody. Now all the chiefdom then at this country will make sure say we get examination center and all. So now not to enforce the now the way they come on now one chiefdom for go sit NPS now one chiefdom. All the chiefdom they right now get examination center. So I want to believe that this is something that we are going to sustain. Government for the next 30 years, you get for the when you go to I go Botswana like a month ago, they have free education. In fact, Botswana the give the allowances. But Salon not did it. But it go reach a term na small. We go reach there.
Okay, I see the Gida award. What do you think say? Yes, the ministry young parts. What do you think say the SLTU, the teachers them, the picking them, the school picking them, and Salon entirely they combine them for ensure say we prioritize education not only from the government on side, even the own side, because even Professor Joy Daliwabi host month ago, he talks in a collaborative effort. What do you think say we did for ensure say we give priority to education? We get a lot of concerns about examination malpractice. They say a lot of parents they buy phone for them picking them. Some teachers they involved in bribery and corruption, and we get some concerns a lot of. What do you think say for be done for ensure say we get a very good educational system?
So in the first place, education is not something somebody can politicize. Yeah? Because the reason we make us sit down because Alan Book. The owner of Truth FM, now because they post a land book. So for we, education is a must in this country. And when you move in come on now this country go other side, you understand? People always praise Sierra Leone and them for be so smart. I get Nigeria and Ghanaian party the way then they tell me say Sierra Leone are more smarter than them. You see, because Sierra Leone go adapt to as a talk like Nigeria, my defeat to say that Nigeria man. Sierra Leoneans have been changing tongue as a Ghanaian, that kind of a thing. So education, not to we within our government or the ministry no more, now we responsibility. The parents, they do have their own responsibility. If you not parents feel to say you for bribe somebody for me picking pass, you not only they do the government's bad, but you inject bad things into you picking. You understand? If always they talk say, me this free quality education, I not see them, you understand, eh? But you need pay school fee for you picking on a government they pay for. If you pick in a primary school, now some school and at the peninsula also they do school feeding free. So it they benefit from them. So this is something they advise the parents them and for say and say it's an opportunity we need for handle. It's an opportunity that tomorrow Bamba you picking get a better education. You don't know what I get for become.
Okay, but of course you see recently yesterday announced the President Bio as a champion for financing education. How news they meet now in the education sector?
Yeah, the ministry gets a project called Global Partnership for Education. Yeah, and all these scores then where they've been put before the count and all the West African countries. Now Salona we get the highest scores. So because of that and how President Bio don't champion girls' education, our President Bio don't champion education at this country. When they come out, they go represent the country, we will tell which story. I was in Canada early September, you understand? After the the presentation we'll do, you understand? In October, people in camp for can say, how una they do this thing? What are the achievables? You know what I mean? What are the KPIs, the key performance indicator? So education as a whole, a free quality education, not so like you go begin do bread business, you know, say if you spend 2,000 after how much you must get, you know. But you did notice say the next 5, 10, 20 years, the amount of things so president puts by education. Now I feel to say they enjoy it. I make it they get international accolade. We all know 2022 we then go give David Isenge best minister. This the outside presidents go and be co-chair now for the United Nations Secretary General. So I think when it comes to education, when you think about the public exam, you assess the public pass rates to Salone to that of other West African countries, Sierra Leone always there among the best. So for me, it is not a surprise. The ministry is not a surprise for us, and I want to believe that it is also not a surprise by we the Sierra Leoneans, and we are proud of it.
And you look forward for the country win more.
Of course, it's about the country winning. If the country win, I think now everybody don't win.
Okay, thank you for talking to me, Augustine Koroma, now the National Programs Coordinator for the Free Quality School Education Initiative and the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. And today we don't talk about a lot of things about the Free Quality School Education programs, from the tuition fees them, the quality, the concerns where don't they come up over the past years, and the success stories them as you likely see government commit to for ensure say education become a priority, but we all get a role for play, and that's now a commitment we all for make as Sierra Leoneans. And this now a platform wherein we create count government officials them, count aggrieved teachers them, yes, even students them, talk about the challenges with everybody they face, and also the development and the effort we need for put for ensure say we education in go na the place where we all want compared to other countries them, and see say yes we get quality and advanced education at this country. Fambol we the host Manuel Boa, and I want for say plenty thank you to the technical team and to you we don't listen and follow me on my Facebook and YouTube channel. So till next week Thursday I will count another mind-blowing and exciting show on the education platform. Thank you and tata.
Education free.
Boy picking for go school.
Education free.
Say inside salon today.